Well, if it was left to my own virtues, I would have been ranting. There's a particular rant that I've ran. But the ladies have, I've been in a zen moment and they told me to ghost this particular rant that I've ranted. Because I don't, it's not, because if I ranted this rant, something would have happened.
So what I actually meant was to say was, look at you playing a TT.
Oh, wow.
Ghosted this particular conversation.
No.
So I think we need to define what ghosting
Well,
so ghosting is referring to...
No, let's talk about why we're talking about ghosting.
Ma'am.
Okay.
what is ghost?
Yeah.
What is ghost? Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't believe in...
Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in supernatural, in ghosts?
Yes, I do believe in the supernatural.
But do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts.
I believe in the Holy Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying here, I'm referring to suddenly ending all communication and avoiding contact with another person without any apparent warning or explanation, or ignoring any previous attempts at communication. So that's what it is in 2023, to ghost someone.
Isn't it funny, but when you're talking about real ghosts are trying to communicate with you.
Yeah, it is ironic, actually. Very ironic.
It is.
But now the question
But human
is...
beings are running away from communicating.
On social media, there was this really interesting post, about it being either clear or unclear communication. If someone breaks all communication with you, is it clear to you what this person wants or not? Is this person giving you the response you actually need, the way you need it? Are you getting the closure you need to end any type of relationship? Now, in terms of relationship, I'm not just talking about boy-girl now. I'm just talking about maybe a girlfriend that maybe she just has some kind of vibe, and then suddenly you just don't hear from her anymore.
Does this happen to everyone?
I think it's happened to me. I think it's
everyone.
happened to me before.
You've either ghosted someone or someone has ghosted you.
Are you
And
sure about that?
It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, there are some people or some situations you'd rather not explain. You'd rather not talk about it. Some of them could be from a wrong or maybe a misconception, something you might even be the one that was wrong because you heard something that was not right, and it's your responsibility. It has happened to every single person, and it is what it is. Yes, in some ways, ghosting is actually communication. Ghosting is actually saying a lot.
I would agree with you, Mike, because as much as I like to believe that, I mean, what's the bane of any friendship or relationship is communication. Yeah. It's a critical and even the most intricate part of or element in any relationship at all, whether cordial or casual or romantic. Yeah. Do you understand? So in the situation, I also understand that a lot of people are not very good with communicating their feelings. I also understand that, but it is only fair to whatever that relationship at the time meant to you to communicate what it was or what it is that is the reason for wanting to be away from that relationship or for not wanting to continue that relationship.
So now I'm hearing quite a few things. I'm hearing some things that lead to avoiding confrontation. Maybe you don't want to confront this person. You don't know what the response is going to be. You don't know if she's going to, scratch her face, or she's going to scream. She's going to, like, if a guy wants to break up with a girl, what is the most common way that these guys break up? Do they
Mike has probably ghosted a lot of women in this lifetime.
Because you just don't know what the woman's going to do. And even so I've actually had a guy cry. Yeah.
From what?
Yeah, when I said sorry, I've had a guy cry, and I did not want to ever see that happen again.
So you came back?
No, I'm saying...
So she just walks away.
No, so
quietly.
I'm walking away.
It's block
from the
block on all platforms.
See, look.
But you understand what I'm saying? So there's some things you just don't want to experience. So I think that's why some people ghost.
See, people talk about communication being key. No, communication is not key. It's not key.
What is key?
Comprehension.
Comprehension, yes. Understanding what is being communicated.
Because a lot of people are talking or communicating as it were, and then I've had issues whereby I'm saying something and we're actually spending time to communicate, but we're not moving forward. Why? because the person
Is not listening.
is listening to respond. The person is not actually understanding what I'm saying. So I tell you that you can communicate and it will still be messed up. But if there's comprehension, there's a lesser susceptibility to that relationship being broken than if it's just communication. Comprehension. So understand, try to make sure, look, I'm communicating here, but do you understand what I'm saying? Do you comprehend? Do you understand when I say, oh, I don't like this in this particular way? Is it a flimsy something, or is it something that maybe I might have an allergy?
Okay.
I say I don't like crayfish in my food.
And you're not listening.
Then you put crayfish, and you don't like. Sometimes we take this we don't like now.
Wow.
But then I saw a picture of a lady who took a goosey soup.
Yes, and her face.
And was admitted. And the way she looked like a trailer hitter. From the swellings on her face to how her body was contorted on the bed. I was like, but it might just be a simple allergy. So somebody might be thinking of, you don't like something, it might just be flimsy. My point is, understand. If you need to break things down, so that the person can actually understand, not just talking, not just communicating, but comprehending.
There's only one thing I think warrants ghosting, and I think that's maybe a threat of violence or physical abuse.
Some people are just wicked.
It's not by wickedness.
Some people are just wicked. They already knew from the inception of that relationship that it wasn't going anywhere. The minute they get what they want, they just it says it's a lie.
It's not wickedness.
Let's not vindicate that action with what you just said.
It's not wickedness.
I'm just saying there are some women that are actually afraid for their lives at a certain point with certain men.
Let's not justify, rather.
We are not trying to justify, but I'm just trying to say, if, for instance, there is a threat of violence or threat to life or fear for one's life, ghosting and disappearing.
What happened to phone?
But they've already
what
said
happened to text messaging? What happened to sending a message that, oh dear, the reason I've decided to be away from you is whatever reasons. But not keeping somebody in the dark, constantly asking and wondering, what did I do? Why did this person stay away from me? What have I done? And they're constantly blaming themselves. At the end of the day, it may not even be, what if you're communicating to that person what the problem was, is also another way for them to help to be better.
But as you said before, the person may have been speaking, the person was not understanding.
In the case of not speaking, Uncle.
Okay.
All right.
But I just want to tell you one thing. This is a tip for you. You understand? As you are going out, look at people on their phone, your WhatsApp. The people that put disappearing messages, one. Number two, the people that do messages on red, those people that when you read
you don't know if it's red or not.
Those people, they have a higher chance. After empirical survey and review, they have a 85% higher chance of ghosting you.
Passwords. The ones that password they are.
These two.
Wow.
Their red receipt is off. So I am sure that they are more susceptible to ghosting. Both of them.
Mike, we can't ghost you now.
That's all.
We can't ghost
That's all. These two.
Uncle Mike, we got you.
We'd like to hear your thoughts on this topic. Have you ever been ghosted before? Have you ghosted someone? Let us know on all our socials at TVC Connect. We have to go on a quick break now. The show continues shortly.